Okay guys, the topic of today's video is vibe coding. Since the beginning of 2025, vibe coding has been a really hot topic and everyone's showing their take on it. I think tens of apps now give non-coders a chance to develop their own apps and their own software products. Of course, I'm talking about Lovable, Base 44. There are a lot more. I cannot name them all. But in this video, we will not cover these pre-built tools that allow you to code via only prompts. I'm going to show you my approach that is much more flexible, and it's cheaper because you can basically use the free version of any major AI model you prefer. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini, you can use Mistral, Quen, whatever. And the good news is everything I'm showing to you can be done on the free version of these AI platforms. So you are not going to pay for tokens, you're not going to pay for subscription, etc. Everything that I'm showing to you, you can build using the free version of any AI tool. But of course, free versions have their limitations and the thinking models are limited. So if you have a basic Gemini or ChatGPT subscription, it's going to be easier for you, but it's not necessary in no way. So what is vibe coding? Vibe coding was coined, I think, in February 2025. And it's this idea that using prompts, by prompting AI tools, you can generate code, and then the AI tools allow you to turn this code into a functioning application. I've been experimenting with vibe coding for the last, let's say, 3-4 months, and I realized that platforms like Base 44 and Lovable, while they look nice, they are very expensive, especially if you want to build something really customized and tailored to your specific needs. So this video is going to be very practical. I'm not promising you that you're gonna be able to build an app that's gonna make you a millionaire. No, but by the end of the video you will know how to build an app that works great for you and solves your problem exactly. And I think this is the magic of AI and the real value of vibe coding, that you don't have to rely on certain software or tool and pay for it to use it. You can build it yourself. I'm gonna give you 3 examples of apps I've built for my personal use, and they solve a very, very specific problem for me. I'm not saying there aren't options like these apps on the market, but they're paid, and since I can build them in a couple of hours, in some cases in an hour, it doesn't make any sense to pay for them. So this is why I decided to vibe code them. So the first one I'm gonna show it to you, is a customer success, or let's say lead qualification chatbot for our agency. So let's switch to Chrome. So this is our website. It's in Bulgaria. We operate in Bulgaria. We have another website under production that's going to be in English. Doesn't matter for the demonstration. So we wanted a chatbot that allows customers to better understand our services, and we needed a tool, in this case a chatbot, that would allow the customer to share more information about their project with us before we get in touch with them. So here it says, hello, I'm the intelligent assistant of Digital Spring. If you need help, just ask. So this one was built using the OpenAI API. So it runs on the OpenAI models, but regardless of the language you speak, I'm gonna type in English so you understand, guys, what's going on. But let's say something very vague like I need SEO. We send this to the chatbot, and now what's happening? The agent operating the chatbot goes to our playbook, which is a very long but simple text file that that gives context to the agent. What is Digital Spring? Who are we? What we do? What we don't do? What are our limitations? What we are good at? And every time the user asks a question or interacts with the chatbot, this chatbot adheres its responses following the playbook. So here it says, great, we offer comprehensive SEO services designed to boost your website visibility, increase organic traffic, whatever. Can you tell me more? Let's say I have an e-commerce site, I sell books. Even if you talk to the AI agent with very vague and simple terms, it's instructed and it follows a system prompt that asks you to share more information. This is very specific to us, and we do it because we want to gather as much context about the potential clients before we actually pick up the phone and call them. This allows us to give them a better offer and a better solution for their problem. Okay, so now it says, what is your website built on? What are your SEO goals? Let's say it's a WooCommerce website. I haven't done any SEO yet. I'm confused with the technicalities, let's say. So the chatbot is following its system prompt. It's gonna ask a couple of questions to get more context from me, and at some point it will now it explains how we approach cases like this, and it says, can you please share your contact details so that we can get in touch with you. So I'm gonna just say Kostadin, and for the purpose of this video I'll just drop whatever number, or let's just actually give it a real email. So I just handed my email to the chatbot, and now the chatbot is going to make a quick summary of what we discussed. And what happens now, if we go to our Slack channel, you will see that here under potential clients we have a summary of the interaction. We have the name of the client and the email of the client. So this way we have much more context regarding the potential client. So this one was purely vibe coded by me, and I'm not a developer. Now the second example of what I've successfully vibe coded using this method is, as you know, when you're interacting with ChatGPT or any other LLM, the more context you give it, the better the response it is. In my case, I sometimes needed to read articles, and let's pick a random article. Okay, this is not the type of article I'm interested in, because it's a live article, but this one should work. Yes. So if I just copy and paste this URL and dump it into ChatGPT, it may not actually read the article and help me out. So what I need in this case, the only way to force it to read the article is to copy it, but I don't want to copy it manually, so I built myself a Chrome extension that I named context please, and I click it here and it says high precision auto copy. Now I can go here in ChatGPT and paste it, and it picks the title, picks the source, and the whole article. To prove that it's working, see, this is the final article copied, the final paragraph from the article that the extension copied. And if we go down, we can see the exact same article paragraph at the end of this article. And of course I have a backup if something was not copied correctly, or I need a specific paragraph. I can just click scalpel and it will copy just this paragraph. Okay, and the third thing that I want to show you that I vibe coded is this transcription app. It's very simple, and the only reason I did it is, let me show you. OpenAI's models are very good at transcribing. Every time I speak to them, even if I make pauses or mumble, the models do very good at transcribing what I say. See, very clean text. The problem is that when I go to Gemini, for some reason it doesn't work as good as the OpenAI models, and I had to build myself an app that solves this problem. So what I did is, and of course I'm a Bulgarian when I speak in Bulgarian, and this is total trash. For this reason, I built myself an app on my macOS to solve this problem. This runs locally, and it uses OpenAI's Whisper models. When I stop recording, it says transcribing audio. And now I can easily just click copy and use this whenever I need it, to prompt Gemini to write emails, to reply to my colleagues when I have to explain something in details, etc. But I also need an app. I also wanted this app to transcribe meeting recordings or whatever audio files I have, so I can just drop a file here regardless of its length, and it's gonna take some time, and at some point it's gonna dump the transcription here. Again, many apps do this, but they are like $10, $20 a month, and I built this in an hour and a half, I mean. So how do we actually do this? So the first step is okay, let's see. Okay, I will show you the process with this for building this voice note app. See, now the whole transcript is here. I can copy it and use it whenever necessary. Okay, so first step for vibe coding is to choose whatever tool you use. I prefer ChatGPT, and start with a simple but detailed prompt. In this case, how I built the voice note app, the transcription app here, I went to ChatGPT and said, today we're brainstorming an idea I have. I want to build a speech to text, basically a transcriber app that runs locally on my Mac. It has to use OpenAI model for transcriptions. Locally, I have VS Code. This has to be our development environment, but I need the app to run outside VS Code once built. We built it entirely for personal use. I want to see it drop speech notes, which transcribed I can use in different AI environments as prompts. I like ChatGPT's dictate mode, but dictation works also on Gemini and other apps, so I need something to bridge the gap. Ideally, it can also record mic and desktop audio, so that I can use it to record meetings and later transcribe them. Additionally, it also would be nice if it can transcribe voice memo recordings from my iPhone. With that in mind, ask me as much questions as you need, one at a time, until you have enough information to help me prepare a good enough build plan I can handle to Gemini, which will handle the technical setup. So key two or three key moments here. First, I need I give the model some explanation of what I want to build. Second, this is a very key moment here. I specifically tell in this case ChatGPT, ask me as many questions as you need, one at a time, until you have enough information to help me build this application. So the reason we do it, I'm not a developer. I have zero context how to build anything, especially on Mac. So by asking ChatGPT to gather information from us, we allow it to further explore our idea and gather more context. And it needs as much context as possible to actually help us. So as you can see here, it says one question at a time. It goes one question at a time. Do you want this as a menu bar app or a normal windowed app? I say window app. And the process goes for some time. And now it says I have enough to build a solid plan. But here is where ChatGPT can be a bit misleading. And since I'm not a developer, I don't know what tech stack I need to build this app. So the second step is to run a deep research report. And in this case, I asked ChatGPT to write me a deep research prompt using the Casino framework below. This is the Casino framework. You can get it from here. I found it very useful. Trust Insights AI, I think it was, /Casino. Or let's see what it is. I'll drop it in the description below. If it's not here, yes, you can copy paste the framework from here. And in this case, ChatGPT wrote me, this is the deep research prompt. Second step is, I said, run a deep research. And I did run a deep research in ChatGPT, in Gemini, and in Perplexity. And let me show you. After I downloaded all deep research reports, I opened a simple Gemini web browser chat, and this is what I did. And this is where most of the work actually goes. Okay. The first prompt is, here is a quick summary of the project you'll help me build. And this comes from ChatGPT, as you saw. And these are the two deep research results here. I just downloaded the deep research. And here, I asked Gemini to evaluate the two deep research reports and decide which one is better and what are we going to use. And here it explains why we need to use now here it says VS Code is a bad idea because you're running on Mac. It's better to pick Swift. And it turns out I had to download Xcode and build the entire app on Xcode. So here I ask very basic and you might say dumb questions like, do I need to pay for anything if you go with Xcode? And it says no, for personal use it's free. And here we discuss a bit of and brainstorm how we are going to approach this project, and this is where it gets tricky. I say, okay, let's start building with Xcode then. You'll have to walk me by the hand since I'm not a developer and everything is new to me. Explain everything in details. Don't jump ahead and navigate me through the user interface and the UX of every tool I use. Imagine I'm a blind person and we're running an ultra marathon in the wild. So this is I think where it gets really interesting, because it's gonna give you very, very detailed instructions. It says, one, download the app, install it, create the skeleton, click start, give it a name, etc., etc. And it will walk you through every single step, and it will ask you about your progress. It will give you some code to copy paste. It will tell you where to paste it. it will help you debug your application. In my case, I had some errors, as you can see here. I just drop the errors from Xcode here, and it's going to and it helps me debug the whole thing. And the final piece of the puzzle is to actually follow every single step here, and at the end you have a fully working app. So it's not the most sexy way of vibe coding, and it's a bit barbaric, but it works, and it's going to teach you a lot about coding, and it's going to force you to think about what you want to build, what are the features, and how everything works together. So you can follow this method. It's very simple, and it costs almost nothing. You can do it on Gemini free, on ChatGPT free. I have the paid versions, but the only reason to have a paid version is to be able to interact with the smarter models for a bit longer. And this is the correct way, the right way to vibe code without Lovable, without base 44. So as I said, step 1, define your desired outcome, brainstorm it with ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you like. Second step is once you've defined the scope of the project, run a deep research report, and once you have the deep research report and the desired outcome, just dump them into Gemini, let's say, and ask it to imagine, like, say to Gemini, imagine I'm a blindfolded person, we're running an ultramarathon in the wild, in the night, take me by the hand and help me build this thing. So I hope, guys, this helps, and it explains my approach to vibe coding. And let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks. See you later.